OHAYOU-PI, you fiends! It is I, Euphenia Himemin, and welcome back to my channel. How are you? Oh. Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just like, oh, I had a really big dinner. Because I was talking, I had to go do some, royal duties. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I had some royal duties to do today, but luckily that included free dinner. And the dinner was massive. We went to this Italian place. We had like a pizza, we had meatballs, we had pasta, we had calamari, and bread that I didn't even eat. I had a taste of everything. I had 2 slices of pizza. I had half a serving of pasta. And there were fries. Yeah, there were fries with like an aioli sauce or something. That was good. Yeah. I'm so stuffed. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna explode. Oh, has it been 9 months? I almost said 9 years. You're like, wow, I've been streaming for 9 years. But yeah, I can't believe that it's been 9 months either. I'm like, that's fun. Like, you guys have probably, maybe, hold on, I don't, it's bad to assume. And this week is going to be a pretty chill week. So like Friday, I can play No More Heroes until the cows come home because I don't have anything to do on Saturday. Which is why I plan on staying up. I should get Mountain Dew. I'll see. I can't have caffeine often, but when I do, my choice is either Mountain Dew Code Red, so good, or Baja Blast Mountain Dew. But for some reason, like when it's the drink Baja Blast, it's only like okay. But if I go to Taco Bell and I get the Baja Blast slushy, that is so good. Now I just want to go to Taco Bell just for a Baja Blast slushy. That's it. You like want any food? No. Yeah. So on I was like, I've been seeing some people do co-working streams, right? And at first I was kind of like, until so I don't know if you guys watch like Chroma Shift VTubers, but I do. And I was watching like Yana Youngblood's Donothon, and there was a segment in there where she was co-working and she was just like doing taxes and responding to emails. And at first I was like, meh, but then I was just like, this is actually so fun. I was doing stuff. I was taking inventory of things and stuff. So I was also working alongside of Yena, and I was just like, you know what? This is what's up. And I felt like because there was someone else working while I was working, it just didn't feel as bad. If that makes sense. So the co-working stream, I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully things get done. Oh, okay. Let's see. When it comes to corpos, I mainly watch Hololive. And then I used to watch some Niji-sanji people, but not really anymore. And it's not like anything's wrong with them. They're just not as fun, or the people that I liked have graduated. And then I guess there's just Chroma Shift. Oh, I feel like there has to be other corpos that I'm watching. Let me go to my subscriptions. Okay, so we got Niji Sanji, Holo Stars, Hololive, Chroma Shift, Hololive, Chroma Shift, Hololive, Indie, Niji Sanji, Hololive, Holo Stars, Hololive, Hololive, Indie, Holo Stars, Indie, Keys in the Eye, Hololive, Indie, Hololive, yeah. It's mostly Hololive. It's like, it's Hololive by a loud majority. Hold on, I was like, am I echoing? Where's my microphone? Oh yeah, turn that off. My bad. I do not watch Mythos. I can't really, for some reason, get into Face Connect. The only like person from that company that I've ever had any interest in was Leah. I'm so sad that I can never go to Hololive concerts or like the HoloFest and stuff. Like, I want to go. I want to go so bad. Like, so bad. I was really appreciative of the HoloFest like live streams and stuff this year. But it was just like, I want to be in there, like in real life. What's funny is I'm still looking, and oh my gosh, I didn't realize how many Hololive people that I was subscribed to. That's a lot. And they're like from all of them. So you got some Holo Stars, you got some Holo ID, Holo EN, Holo JP. Got a good variety. But like I like all certain people for different things. So that's fun. VTubers are fun. So like a lot of the times, by the time that I find out that the tickets are on sale, they're already gone. So like, it'll be like, Hololive, you know, concert tickets on sale now. Then I'd be like, yay! And then like, I'll be like, oh man, it says 42 minutes ago. And then I'll go on there and it'd be like, sold out. You lose. And then I'll be like, ah, gosh darn it. Like, I hate when that happens. Oh, Nico ni OHAYOU-PI. Happy birthday. So I only find interest in Holo Stars because of Ruse. You don't know who I like in Holo Stars? So like, people who I like when the first Holo Stars like EN branch came, I was really into Altair, like Regis Altair and Magni. Magni Desmond. And right now, I kind of really like Gerard T. Rexford. And I like Bettel. Those two are like my two faves. Like, you got a dinosaur and a jester. And then, like, what's sad is Bettel. I feel like Bettel isn't even doing half the stuff that he does on purpose, but his comedic timing is just that good. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm doing really great, dies." But I also really like Axel too. Axel is funny. He's a different type of humor, but Axel is funny. Like, oh, this is nice. Sometimes I get sad, right? Because I have friends and they know what VTubers are, and then maybe they only know like Kizuna Ai and Gargura, and that's it. And then I'm just like, I need somebody to talk to about VTubers with, please. Oh, they have anime watch parties? That's cool. I'm like, VTuber groups and agencies, they seem so fun. I remember I thought about joining a group, you know, just so that I could have people to talk to. Like, but then, you know, the thing I do all the time where I'll be like, no, I'm nervous. Nobody wants a demon princess. Nobody wants to talk to me. And then it's just like, Yuffie, you didn't even give them a chance. Like, people will be like, oh, we'd love to have, you know, people. Doesn't matter what you do, who you are, join our VTuber group. And then I'd be like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm not gonna do that. And then I remember one of my friends was like, why don't you make your own VTuber group? And then I was just like, I'm scared of people. It's like this. You know that thing where people joke and then they go, oh, I'm an introvert and I need to be adopted by an extrovert. That's me. Like, majority of my friends, I probably, they're like a friend of a friend, and then like we became good friends. And I remember at one point when I made my own friends, like all by myself, I was like, yippee, I made friends all by myself. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, I'm just like, I did that. Oh, thank you. Does she really seem like a leader? So, like, here's the thing. I can be a leader. I can be. But when I'm a leader, I be like, I'm in leader mode. So, like, I'm not mean, but I'm stern. And then, like, what's... You guys ever watch, like, a reality show where you have that person that's like, I'm not here to make friends. That's the type of leader I am. I'll be like, oh, you're the leader. Okay. I will be fair and stern. And then it's like, would you like to... I'm not here to make friends. That's so sweet. You wanna be my friend? Do you know? Okay, so you wanna know how many friends that I don't have? My Mama Yuffie was she was like, oh, why don't you go hang out with your friends? So then I was like, oh, well, this friend's busy. This friend became a parent recently, and this friend is like that. And then she was like, well, what about, and then like she started counting. And then she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you only had like 4 or 5 friends. And I was just like, Mama Yuffie, please. Like, it reminds me of that, what was that? That Yu Yu Hakusho. It was like, oh, I'm one of your son's friends. And then it's like, that's a lie. My son doesn't have any friends. That's how I felt my mom did me. Let me see if I could find that picture. This is like, because it was just harsh. It was like, my son doesn't have any friends. Oh. Oh no, I just wanted to find a picture. I didn't know that it was gonna be like a thing. Let me put you. Yeah, here it is. Okay. All right, because yeah, that other thing was kind of sad. It was like trying to teach me how to be a good parent and to figure out why my son doesn't have any friends. I don't have a son, first off. I don't have, oh, I'm not a parent. I was gonna say I don't have any parents. I literally do. I don't have any children. I'm not a parent. I don't even have any pets. You said, what did you walk into? You walked into me oversharing, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, sometimes things like that happen. Okay, I was like, how do I add a picture again? Picture. But like, what's funny though, Panda, is like, I literally, didn't I just send you a message where I said, bro, I only have 5 friends. Like, I think I needed an opinion or something on something. And then I was like, you're like the last person I asked. I only have 5 people to ask. Because part of me sometimes is like, I wish I had more friends. And then the other part of me is like, I'm so glad that I don't have a lot of friends because I'm not a very good one. And it's not that I'm mean or anything. It's, I'll forget, like, goldfish brain. I was like, oh yeah, I was texting that person. Whoops. So this is how I felt that my mom was to me. Like, I feel like if someone who she doesn't have a visual representation of came and, I don't know, I was in a hospital like this and he was like, I'm here to see your daughter. I'm one of her friends. And then my mom would be like, lies, my daughter has no friends. And then I'd be like, oh, mother. Mama Yuffie, why? The power of friendship is so strong. Or like, okay, so this is probably gonna sound so cheesy. So cheesy. When I watch anime, right? And then there's like a super strong moment of friendship and bonding, I cry. I cry so much. Like, what was it? Tokyo Revengers. I'm not gonna say what happened. There was a very strong friendship thing. Some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends. Some people die. And I just remember being like, it's friendship. It's friendship. Hold on. Nope. Oops. There we go. It's friendship. Like, what else? There was another one. Or like if I watch like old Yu-Gi-Oh, like classic Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I'll be like, I believe in my friends in the heart of the cards, and I just be like, friends. Or like My Hero Academia, even when like Deku was like, I'm a vigilante, don't talk to me, I'm a danger to everybody. And then when everybody was like, no, we stand with you, Deku, and then I was just like, oh, they stand with him, they're his friends. Yeah, you don't try to be a good friend. You don't try to be a good friend, but you're an interesting fellow. Fun fact, everybody. I've known Shinigami Panda over here for ages. Like middle school. We were so children and small. I I agree with that. It's better to have good friends than like 50 crappy friends. Because I've had some crappy friends. And then I remember going, why do I talk to these people? And then one day I kind of just stopped. And you know, you just move to the next lunch table and no one says anything. And I think when I got a little bit older, you realize who your friends are. Like, say you start getting awards and stuff, you realize your friends, like, they'll clap. They'll be like, ooh, oh my gosh, I know her, that's my friend. But like, you're not friends will just be like, I mean, like, anybody could have gotten that award, but yeah. And then it's just like, oh. Just gotta mix the mid with the back. Oh. I do think I've gotten better. You said Shinigami was one of the first. Yeah, you could say that. Fun fact, I used to be taller than him. I felt tall. I felt powerful. And then he had a growth spurt, and then I was like, oh, when's my growth spurt coming? And it never did. And what's funnier is the fact that the way like we became friends, and because of Naruto. We became friends literally because of Naruto. We got like put together and then we were both like ugh. We were like gross. Okay, you're not that much taller than me, but you still got taller than me. I used to be able to put like lean on top of your head. It was cool, you know. I felt empowered, and then like then you have to go and become, I don't know, like 5'5" or something, just leaving me down here. You Well, it was like funny because it was like, they were like, could you two little demons have to sit next to each other? And we were like, ew, I don't want to sit next to that guy. And then he was like, I don't want to sit next to her. And then I was like turned around in my seat being a bad little demon. And I was like, yeah, friend, can't believe they sat me next to this peasant. Anyway, we're having so much fun, blah, 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 blah. And then I don't even know what he was doing. And then my friend was like, I love ramen. And then I was just like, I know someone who loves ramen more than you. And then he was like, Naruto? And I was like, did you say Naruto? You know what Naruto is? Then I was just like, hold on. Yo, Naruto? Like, cause at the time Naruto had like recently came out. So I was just like, friend. And then he was like, I guess. And then I was like, yay, friend. So thanks, thank Naruto. Naruto, I feel like that series gave me a bunch of friends. Dragon Ball and One Piece over Naruto. See, like, original Naruto, pretty good, not gonna lie. Shippuden gets a little murky, but still decent. You know, it gets a little weird with the power scaling and whatnot and some weird stuff, but not horrible. Boruto, Boruto doesn't exist. The show ended at Shippuden for me. Boruto doesn't exist. You want to know what else doesn't exist? Yashahime. If you don't know what Yashahime is, so we have Inuyasha, which was great. Inuyasha was great, lovely, awesome. Could rewatch it 1,000 times, lovely. Or Yashahime, that doesn't exist. I'm sorry. Naruto is just too confusing. Yeah, so Yashahime is to Inuyasha what Boruto is to Naruto. So Inuyasha like ended and whatnot with Inuyasha final act, all that good stuff. Everything was gravy. Inuyasha and Kagome get together. You know, some people are dead. It's Sesshomaru's a dude. He's away. Blah blah blah. So then they said, all right, let's bring the series back, but with their children. So then I was like, oh, interesting. I was like, interesting. Okay. So when I saw the design for Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter, I said, ooh, she looks just like what I thought she would look like. And then I was confused because the title is Yashahime Half Demon Princess. And then I was just like, if Inuyasha is a half demon and Kagome is a human, a half demon and a human does not make a half demon. It makes like a quarter demon or something like that. You know, less than half. So then I was just like, oh. So then they were like, actually the story is about these two twins that were separated at birth. And one was raised in the future by Kagome's brother. And one was raised here in the past by Sango's brother. And I said, okay, interesting. You still kind of got me. You kind of got me. Watched a couple episodes and I went, this is disgusting. Disgusting. Like, every time there's a fight, the twins are getting their butts handed to them. I think one of the twins has died at least 3 times, but somehow magic Inuyasha powers keeps getting brought back to life, rebirthed. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But she died, but she's back, so it doesn't matter. I don't know. And then Inuyasha's daughter, who is arguably the best fighter and the best character, is not even the main character. She has interesting powers and interesting design. She's not the focus. And then out of the twins, both the twins are kind of sucky, but I don't remember their names. But the white-haired twin, she has this thing where she can like unlock her demon powers, so then her hair grows. She gets like the Sesshomaru face markings and the moon on her forehead, and her eyes turn red. And I was just like, ooh, why can't she look like this all the time? And then you know, I just said I kind of don't like the series. It's garbage. Gabriel and the Guardians. my friend loved Yokai Watch. But yeah, so some series just can be over. Like, it's okay to end things. It is okay to end things. We do not need to make any children. Oh no. My VTuber was designed before Yashahime was like a thing. So I don't know why, but I've always loved like just long, like grayish white hair, or just grayish hair in general. And I couldn't tell you why. See, those are good series. But like, say if I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know nothing about Evangelion. I remember I was trying to get into it, right? And then I didn't realize how many there was. Like, so you have like the TV series, and then you have like all these different movies. And then I remember being like, oh, I want to watch this show. And then I remember going, where's the white-haired boy? And then I had to ask like my friend, and then they were like, oh, he's not like in this, he's in this though, but it's only for a quick flashback of this thing that happens over here, but then like this thing happens in this movie, but it's an alternate version of this guy. And then I was just like, I don't understand. I was genuinely just like, I don't understand. So maybe if I like started from the top, I'd understand. Just like I remember there was a time where I really, really wanted to get into Gundam because it looks cool. And I remember going like on Google or something and being like, how do I watch Gundam? And then it was like, so technically you don't have to rewatch it in any specific order, but if you'd like to watch it in beginning order, you gotta start all the way back here. And then it was just like, yes, now please enjoy all 67 different versions of Gundam. And I was just like, oh. I didn't realize that this... Oh. Just like the Monogatari series. Now I can say I love the Monogatari series. So, you said just pick a Gundam. So the Monogatari series, you got like Bake Monogatari, something else Monogatari, and everything. And then it's like, so which order do I watch it in? So I remember I watched it in the order that the creator wanted us to watch it in. So I started, I believe, with Bake Monogatari, even though chronologically that's not how you would like if you wanted to watch it in chronological order, you would have to start at a different Monogatari. But I was like, oh, I'm just gonna start it where the creator wants us to watch it. Monogatari series is like, it's different. I will say the Monogatari series is not something that I would recommend you to watch if you hate reading subtitles, because a lot of, at least Bake Monogatari, is like talking and proverbs and puns, but they're Japanese puns and proverbs. So if you don't understand, then you're just gonna be like, what the heck? You're like, I don't get it. It's a lot of text. Like, I know a couple people who don't like Bleach because Bleach does too much talking for them, but I like the talking in Bleach. Just like me personally. So I like Yu-Gi-Oh. I do. But I can't watch Yu-Gi-Oh in English subs. I cannot, because I need to like the subtitles. They'll be like, oh, I'm gonna put down Flame Wingman in defense mode, because when he's in defense mode this happens, and I'm gonna put this down, and then that negates what you do, and then I'm gonna put this up because that supercharges, and it gives me an extra card to throw away in the graveyard, and then I can pull a new card, and then I'll just be like if I'm reading it, I'm just like like, so I have to like watch Yu-Gi-Oh in English dub, unfortunately. So Monogatari didn't get sold to America. I don't know, and I've never sought out a like English dub for Monogatari, mostly because I heard about the puns and proverbs, and like, especially if they're supposed to rhyme, it'll rhyme in Japanese, but it will not rhyme in English. Like, at all. So, like, for example, Kande and Kani, they sound similar, but one's like money and one is crab, so they'd be like the money crab, and then it's like, oh, that's not funny at all, but then it's like Kani. It should have been me, not him. Well, what's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh also gave us all those awesome freaking Kaiba lines. Like, Kaiba, I remember when I was younger, I hated Kaiba. But then when I got older, I was like, Kaiba is so cool. Like, Kaiba ended up becoming one of my favorite characters, because he just had so many good like one-liners. And I remember I was watching it probably a couple years ago because it was just on the TV, and Kaiba was just like, his insults were just great. Set toe. And yeah, here we go. Oh, not the abridged series, bro. Yeah, here it goes. One, like it says, look at all this nonsense. Oh, it says, look, all this nonsense may interest you, but I didn't come here for an Egyptian history 101. Like, he was so mean. He'd be like, cut to the chase, bro. I don't care. Like, he would be calling people pathetic and everything. He hated Joey. He would always violate Joey. But like, what I liked about Joey is that Joey was no punk. Now, maybe he said some stuff and like, it'd be like, ah, you don't really gotta come back for that now, do you, Joey? But then other times it would be like, like, didn't he say something like, thanks for nothing? Like, it's so... Kaiba was just great. I don't know why. Behold, my blue eyes white dragon. I've seen some of the what was it? What did he say in the abridge? He was like, screw the rules, I have money. This is blah blah blah. Don't you get tired of making the same speech? You know what? No, we got hold on. I'm dying. It's literally Seto Kaiba one-liners. Okay, hold on. We're gonna watch this. It's a 2-minute video. It's Hamtaro time. Yes, I have. Hamtaro, when we work together, it's much better. My best friend. Like, oh, that was my show. One year I had Hamtaro like everything for Christmas. I was so happy. And it was just like kind of funny because that year I was really into Hamtaro, and then brother Yuffie was like really into Bob the Builder. Where is it? Oh. I didn't know it was gonna be this big. Okay. We'll just have Kaiba like right here. Less likely for copyright. No? Where's my BGM? Okay. Oops. What?
And look at the sweet prize I won.
Oh! Grandpa's most treasured card!
Yes, the blue eyes.
Wait, why can't I see it playing on here? It said I don't want to do that.
White dragon is a
It's always something, isn't it, you guys?
rare and powerful card.
Is it because it's in full screen?
And this one.
Nope. Okay, sure. It's okay. Just don't work. There we go. There we go. Here it is. Alright, let me hide chat. I gotta... Don't talk about how many things I have open, okay? I don't have a tab problem. You have a tab problem. There we go.
And look at the sweet prize I won.
Oh! Grandpa's most treasured card!
Yes, the Blue Eyes White Dragon is a rare and powerful card, and this one will never be used against me.
Registration will be disqualified. Mokuba, make sure Wheeler's late. Had about all I can take of you people, so leave me alone and have a nice life. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you get tired of making the same speech every time you're faced with a challenge? Stop saving the world and get a hobby.
On what up there?
I see you can count. Unfortunately, numbers aren't everything. It looks like my competition came to his senses and decided to back out. Winning this duel was even easier than I thought. You don't have any idea what this thing means to me, Kaiba. So you love your doll. How cute. This I eye on you for a long time, Kaiba, and I know every pathetic detail of your life, including your obvious duel monster strategies. I see. I had no idea that you were such a big fan of mine. So is that why you dragged me all the way out here? If you wanted my autograph, all you had to do was ask me for it. Face the facts, Siegfried. Your life points hit 0. That's about as over as it gets. So take what little dignity you have left and get lost! Till I have security remove Siegfried from the park? That won't be necessary. I want him to see what he missed out on, so give him a good seat for the next duel.
Wait. Is that when he goes like, ah ha 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 ha, I'm bored?
I'm funny.
He said, I'm funny. I hate it here. I'm funny.
What's ruined us, Leon? He said I'm weak. I'll never beat Kaiba.
That's the first sensible thing he said all week. Isn't exactly brain surgery here, folks. It's pretty obvious that only one of the two Yugi twins inherited the dueling skills, so why even watch? Looks like his little secret is out. Yugi can't duel his way out of a paper bag. And when you fail miserably, I'll step in and show you what real dueling's all about. Place is an outdated joke, but then so are you, so I suppose it fits. Let me see if I've got this right now. You're playing a cream puff and an elf. Well, then it's your funeral.
You're playing a green buff and an elf. I love Kaiba. He's like, I'm funny. Like walks away. Oh no. Oh, and then I forgot about the registration closes at 12. Moku, but make sure Joey's late. Like, he didn't want him there that bad. But yes, I love Kaiba. Just like, you wanna know who else had some good like quips? Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like Zuko was, he wasn't as funny as Kaiba, but Zuko had some good ones. You said Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream when. Fun fact, I don't know how to play the game. That's rough, buddy. I like the, what was it, when he was trying to be nice, and he was like, hello, Zuko here. And then when he was just like, life is like a sandwich. He said, there's a light and a dark, and then a silver lining. So when in doubt, just take a bite out of the silver sandwich. And it was just like, my sir, what? And then I distinctly remember Zuko running, like, and punching someone or kicking someone. Like, either way, he got them out of his way and went, move it, skinny. And I was just like, what are you? Honor, honor, honor. Hold on, I think there was a video that was literally called Zuko Once Said. And then it had like Zuko once. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's the
Hello, Zuko here.
Shut up, Zuko. I'm not ready for you to be showing yet. Hello, Zuko here. But he was so sweet and innocent. Ah, yes, here it is. This is Zuko Once Said.
Hello, Zuko here. What would Uncle do? Zuko, you have to look within yourself to save yourself from your other self. I brought you something. It's a coupon for a free cup of tea.
Welcome, brother. The White Lotus opens wide to those who know her secrets.
What are you old gas bags talking about?
Not
Let
gas
your anger
bags.
out, and then let it go. Forgive him.
Okay, we'll be sure to do that, Guru Goody Goody. My first girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
What do you like to do for fun?
Nothing. I have to regain my honor. You can't stop me, Zuko. You need to regain your honor? Believe me, I get it.
Your friend is the Avatar?
Sure is. And I'll bet he'll fetch a lot more on the black market than that fancy scroll. Shut your mouth, you wanna-try peasant. Nice try, Avatar. But these little girls can't save you.
Out of my way, skinny.
Oh, see, I knew it.
I'm bored.
I know.
I'm hungry.
So what?
So, find me some food.
Sure.
He said, out of my way, skinny. So yeah, I love like the spicy characters. Well, not spicy. I don't think that's the right word. Sassy. I like the sassy characters. Luke Skywalker was Ozai? Dante Bosco is Zuko. And Dante Bosco was a Power Ranger. I forgot which Power Ranger. No, he wasn't. Never mind. I'm spreading lies. No, wait, he was. Okay, so I'm not spreading lies. He was a Power Ranger. I was about to go, oh my gosh, I'm like creating rumors. Let's just start it, and then he'll just be in he'll be in there. Like, if we make up the lie that he was in Power Rangers, then they'll put him in Power Rangers. But dude, like, he was American Dragon Jake Long, though. Y'all remember that? American Dragon. That was such a good show. But I bet if I watched it now, I'd be like, yo, this is so corny. I never even thought about Appa's voice. Oh, let me put my BGM back on. No, remember when Toph was like, Zuko? Or, yeah, it was either Zuko or Sokka. She was like, you saved me! And then Suki was like, it's me. She goes, oh, okay. You can let me drown now. From the J to the A to the K to the E. That was... like... American Dragon, at the time that it came out, he was cool. Like, I remember he called himself the Mag Daddy Dragon of NYC and everything. And then everybody's like, ooh. And then, like, he had, like, a voicemail and was like, sorry you couldn't reach me, but please don't screech me or something like that. And then I remember being like, wow, he's hip. He rides a skateboard. He's so cool and in. He's in with us, you guys. He's in. Now, if I watch it, I'd probably be like, ugh, corny. Ugh. Kind of like when, what was that? Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. When Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds came out, I remember thinking, like, this is so corny. And it was just because of Jaden. And, like, the theme song. The theme song, even though, like, back then I said ew. But now if I hear that, I start turning up. Like, because the theme song really was chilling out with your crew in the schoolyard. Finding trouble for never looking too hard. We're back at class, they never taught us this. Well, something you gotta learn, hit and miss. And then, game on, get your game on. Come on, yo, better play your cards right. Like, what? And then Jaden would be like, yo, what's up? The name's Jaden Yuki. And I'd be like, what? And then he'd be like, yeah, you know, just out here playing the duel monsters. Got myself a freaking elemental hero flame wingman chilling over here in defense mode. And you'd be like, huh? Why are you talking like this, bro? But there was that, like, funny part where he was like, oh, I do this, and then it negates your thing and does this thing. And then the guy was like, how does that, like, how do you do that? He's like, I read the card. Fillmore was funny, and all I could ever think about from Fillmore is that chicken was dry, real dry. And yeah, TV shows. I miss TV shows. Like, even Sonic X, I feel like if I rewatched it, I'd be like, yo, this is a little corny. However, that theme song will never be corny, though. Never. And like, one time I got into an argument with a friend because I know the Sonic theme song word for word. And we were typing it like back and forth as a fun thing. And then we were like, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 faster. Moving at the speed of sound, quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location. And then like the part where they go, don't blink, don't think, just go, 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 go. My friend thought it was, I don't even know where he heard it from, but he was typing. He was supposed to type, don't blink, don't think, just go. He said he thought it was, don't play me, go crazy, just go. And I was just like, whoa, what are these lyrics? He's like, yeah, they said, don't play me, just play me, just go. Like, don't play me, just. And I was like, pardon me. The Sonic Underground was so different, but it was so cute. It was so cute. And I love That's So Raven. That's So Raven was my show. Like, kids growing up nowadays, I don't know, they're like, oh, I want to be like Chapel Rowan or some shit. And I'm just like, back when I was growing up, I was like, I want to be a Raven Simone. I want to be a cheetah girl. I want to be able to sing and dance and act. And I want to be fashion and silly. But I don't have Raven's comedic like timing or anything. She's just naturally funny. And that's not something that I could ever learn, because yeah, I'm not funny. Everything about 4Kids dubbing of anything was funny, because even the One Piece, do you know, like, maybe you do know, the One Piece original theme song, they said, oh, that's too long, we're not doing that, we're gonna make our own theme song. So I was confused when I got up to the point in One Piece where it wasn't 4Kids dubbed anymore. Because all of a sudden they started swearing, freaking Zolo became Zoro, and I was like, who the heck is Zoro? I thought his name was Zolo. And some of the voices just sounded different, and the songs were in Japanese, depending on where you was watching it. Because I literally grew up with the ya yo ya yo like that one is another, like, there once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had not pain, he might have. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung up from the gallows, these were the final words he said. My fortune is yours for the taking, but you'll have to find it first. I left everything I own in one piece. And since then, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the One Piece treasure to make their dream come true. Then it was just like, yo, yeah, yo, yeah, yo, dreamers, don't give it up, Luffy, dreamers, don't give it up, Solo, dreamers, don't give it up, Nami, dreamers, don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it now. Like, they just, for no reason, they had a whole rap. Whole rap. Here's how the story go. We find out about the treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt. The pirate whose eyes on it. He'll sing, I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. Yeah yo, ho ho. His name is Luffy. That's Monkey Luffy. Gonna be king of the pirates. He's made of rubber. How did that happen? Yo ho ho. He took a bite of gum. Yeah yo. His name's Zolo. He's just like the samurai in the LAD. Why not? He's not shy. Usopp's doing his marksman thing. Sanji's cooking. Chopper's doctoring. And I remember my brother and I were like, when are they gonna add the 4Kids national anthem? Oh, say, can you see? Sonic, bro. That was so funny. And I love that someone usually posts it around 4th of July because that was just funny. Like, why do we have Tokyo Mew Mew? Like, Mew Mew Power, my mistake. 4K. We have Sonic the Hedgehog, Bloom, the Ninja Turtles singing national anthem. Just amazing. Just amazing. Such a different time in our lives. It was so funny. They did? Because I remember, like, my brother and I were like, oh man, when are we gonna say something about Nico, like Nico Robin? And we were like, yeah. And then, like, all of a sudden when we thought, then it just became to the other, like, they switched it. It went to an actual One Piece theme. Like, it just went, yeah. Like that one. And then I was just like, where are we? But those were some good times. Great times. Kirby, right back at you. That theme song slapped too. Kirby, that's the name you should know. Kirby, he's the star of the show. He's more than you think. He's got maximum pink. Kirby, he's the one. He's coming right back at ya. Like, oh, I don't think anything back then had a bad theme song, because even Winx Clubs was good, because they had that little close your eyes and open your heart, believe in yourself, that's how it starts. Like, oh, then you have Mew Mew Power. La 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 la, I didn't count on this, but for my very first kiss, this isn't the path we choose, but there's so much we could lose. Oh, Magical Do Re Mi. Magical Do Re Mi was lit too, because it would just be like bop 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 bop, and then it had like that freaking turntable scratch that. I had a secret I can't tell. Guess I better cast my spell. Don't you worry, just you wait. Everything's gonna be great. Like, oh, I miss waking up on Saturday mornings and being able to watch stuff like that. And fighting food on. Like, oh, an ultimate muscle. Come on, guys. Like, honestly, I could probably do it, because I know so many theme songs from back then. Like, I feel like some people don't even know that the show existed, but I remember it because Brother Euphenia, I loved it. We would watch a show called, okay, there's 2 shows. These are my last 2 shows I'm going to talk about. So a show was called Dinosaur King, and it was cool because it would be like these 3 kids, they were collecting dinosaur cards. They had little dinosaur buddies, but people always thought they were stuffed animals. That was their disguises. And then, like, with the cards, they would like unlock the powers of the dinosaurs and stuff. But like the theme song slapped because it would come on and it'd just be like and then like Dinosaur King is what you wanna be. Yeah, make your move. Come on, make your move. But like it was a part in there where it'd be like the past is in the present. Times and twists turned upside down. These fossils are colossal. Only one can wear the crown. Like, Dinosaur King was so fun. And then the last one that we like, Brother Yuffie and I really liked, but it never got past, I think, 12 or so episodes. Like it was short-lived here, but it was called Spider Riders. And Spider Riders was another one of those shows with like an unreasonably like just lit theme song, because like it would come on and you just hear like the thing and it'd be like calling all Spider Riders, and then like it would just like be like calling all Spider Riders, let's ride. Spider Rider we do. If you choose that you could be too. It's cool, you can join our team no matter how dark it seems. If you learn the powers inside you, so strive to be a great rider. We're riding on, so now we're calling all Spider Riders. Like, oh, let's ride. Spider Riders. Like whoever was singing, the person that was singing, they was going hard in the background. They earned that shit. We ain't afraid to fight in the heart of the dark. We are the light, yo. Like, why were they rapping so much back then? Spider Riders was legit. Spider Riders was so legit. And I don't even like spiders, but it was legit. Spiders talked and everything. Oh, last, what's it called? Bakugan. Bakugan, like the original Bakugan Battle Brawlers. That one had a rap in it too, I think, because it was just like, I think it was Dan, my friends, Runo, or Rucho, not to mention Mr. Hostile too. Oh yeah, because it was like, it wasn't rapping now that I think of it, but it was just like, it was dramatic, because it was just like, what are you gonna do? The odds are stacked against you, backed against the wall, you gotta give it your this is the final stand. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone. This is Bakugan. He said only for TV comes together. Exactly. Never seen Voltron. Nope. Especially like the Voltron that was on Netflix that everybody was like super obsessed with. I remember everybody being like really obsessed with that before I had Netflix. And I still haven't watched Voltron. I should probably do that one day. But it is about that time, you fiends. Also, I forgot to take my allergy pill. So if you realize that my voice is like kind of starting to get raspy, it's because I'm trying to hold in like my coughs, but I really need to take my allergy pills. Why am I so allergic to the human world? Oh, you know what? I didn't really have Nicktoons though. I remember like we did have Nicktoons at one point, but when we did, it was mostly my teenage, like my life as a teenage robot. But we ended up like not having cable anymore. But Nicktoons was lit because it had 3 Delivery, Kappa Mikey. I know pollen is so bad. Man, I love flowers. But everybody get some good rest. We have made it halfway through the week. We did that. Like, pat yourself on the back. Because I know that that was hard. It had to be really hard. Because, gosh, am I ready for it to be Friday so I could just come here and play with you guys and play No More Heroes 2. But, yeah. I appreciate you all for coming. Think fondly of your favorite Saturday morning cartoons. I do. Think fondly of 4Kids, even though it wasn't that great, but just think fondly of it. Listen to your favorite theme songs from back in the day. Yeah, see you Friday. What's cool about that new pill, like, I shrunk, the new allergy pills that I have, I feel like these are like kind of instant. They're so tiny, but they work like that. Like, I take it and then I'm like, I'm cured of all. I can breathe. But thank you so much again. You guys have been great. This was so fun. I love just chatting with you guys about literally anything. You guys are so easy to talk to and I appreciate it. So until then, I'll see you guys Friday. Be safe out there. OHAYOU-PI.